Hello everyone, my name is Jordan, and in this tutorial I will show you how to write a basic menu for the ArduPilot stack. First we have to navigate to the ArduCopter directory and create a new file which I'm going to call submenutest.pde. First we have to include the ArduPilot menu.h, and then we're going to add the menu command list. To do this we have to make a const struct added followed by menu command. I'm going to call this sub menu test commands, and it's a list of course, and then the proc mem for the program memory. Now for the actual list, we're first going to add the call text that's going to call the function, and then the actual function name, which I'm going to call menu test. And I'm going to add another function which I'm going to call tell, and simply menu tell. After writing the menu commands list, we're going to have to add the functions. I do this by first setting the return value, which is an int 8 t, then the function name of course, menu test, and we're going to have to add the with every menu command we have to add the arguments uint 8 t argc and const menu arg pointer to argv. In this function I am going to I'm going to show hello world on the console by doing hel.console and then print f, and then we're going to say hello world n, and of course the return value, which is 0 in this case. And I see I did something wrong. Lowercase t. After making the function menu test, I'm going to make the function menu tell, also with the same return value, menu tell, and with the same arguments as menu test. So I'm just going to copy them, and in this function I'm going to make the function show every argument you type after you call for this command. I do this with a for loop int I0. I is lower than the argument count, argc, and every time we of course have to add something to I. To show every argument after the command, I do hel.console printf. Oh, I wrote console wrong. Console printf %c and a space, and then argvi dot string. This is a function specific made for these type of menu stuff. These menu arguments are special in a way that they can't be converted to string by the normal C compilers. So this has to be done by the ArduPilot code. After I've printed every argument, I'm going to add enter by typing hell.console printf and then a \n, and of course the return value is 0. Oops, I forgot something here. This has to be 1, or else it would add the command to the text that's printed on a screen. After we've created the functions, we're going to make the menu by calling its constructor. We have to call it, or we're going to call it submenu test. We're going to give it a name, which is also submenu text, and then we have to add the commands list, which is submenu test commands. Test commands. After that, we're going to have to create a static function which can be called outside of this PDE file, which also has a return value of int 8 with the name submenu test, and we're going to add the same arguments as the functions, so I'm going to copy those, and in this function I'm going to show every command available. This has to be done manually. So I'm going to do that, of course, with hell. First commands \n, and for every command we have, I'm going to use a separate line. So here I'm going to use test, also \n, and here I'm going to add tell. And to make it look a bit better, I'm also going to add another enter, so it looks a bit better. The menu of the ArduPilot has a certain limit to how many command arguments can be given, and also how long the arguments can be. So to make that a bit longer, I'm going to call for submenu test. Oh, I see that this won't work. I'm going to use a little m here. I'm going to call for submenu test, which is our menu. I'm going to call set limits on the submenu, and I'm going to put them on 100 each. And after that, I'm going to make sure the menu will be run by calling submenu test.run. After this, also a return value of 0. The program in run will only exit if you type the command exit in the menu. Now we're done in the submenu test.pde file, but we still have to add some stuff to the system.pde file. So we're going to open that one, and we're going to first add a declaration of the submenu test function. Well, this also has the 8 gained 8 return value. We call it sub menu test with a lowercase m, and we're going to add these arguments. They are pretty much the same for every menu call. After that, we're going to add something in the list. This is for the help list. We also did that in the submenu test.be file. So here we're going to say submenu test. I'm going to add a \n, and we still have to add it to the commands list, so I'm going to put it in between here. Well, submenu test, and then the call submenu test. Close it, and now it should be okay. So now everything should work, and I'm going to compile and upload it to the controller. To see how to compile and upload something to the controller, I refer you to the video linked in the description below. To see output from terminal for the for our controller, I use Mission Planner, and then I use the terminal part. First we have to select PX for Pixhawk, and then we click connect and wait for it to reboot. After it's rebooted, we can test our program. So, well, it's done now. We can see our program, submenu test. So I'm going to type submenu test. We see our commands there. So first we're going to do test. It prints hello world, and now we're going to test tell, and we're going to say hello world, and each part should be printed as seen here. You could also add some more arguments to the assist, like hello, my name is Jörg. And it prints hello, my name is Jörg. So this was the tutorial on how to make a basic menu for ArduPilot.